Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Anirban Ghoshal. Welcome to this very special session under our ET Unwired series called Cutting Chai Stories, an Indianized version of what people globally often refer to as conversations over a hot cup of tea or coffee. The series is geared towards identifying leaders and understanding the very traits, routines, and thought processes that makes these leaders stand out in the industry across different sectors and verticals. During the conversation, we'll try to get a glimpse of the person, both professional and personal, who not only takes critical business decisions but ensures that the revenue clock keeps ticking. And today we have with us a very special guest, a technology leader with a rich experience. Without further ado, please let me welcome Ms. Elizabeth Jacob, Director and CEO, Athena BPO Private Limited. With that, let me welcome Mr. Aditya Agrawal, who is the head of large enterprises sales at Lenovo. Welcome, Aditya.
Hey Anirban, how are you? Hi Elizabeth.
Hi.
So good to have you back, Aditya. Let me start with you, Aditya. What are some of the challenges faced by the industry in 2021? Is there any innovation that you are seeing, and how do you think you can get prepared for it in the coming years?
So Anirban, the challenges kind of continue, right? Because it's been 1 year that we have all been working from home, and it obviously has its challenges. Like Elizabeth called out, it is not the perfect scenario, but how do you keep people motivated, and keep them performing? Because it's been 1 year and nowadays the restrictions are even higher. The second wave has been brutal, right? So how do you keep them motivated? And there is, of course, unpredictability on supply chain, on material. Those are the challenges. But what I see happening is technology coming forward and a lot of innovation coming forward. So if we look at innovation all around us, just in India, we see a mind-boggling pace where new and new things are coming, right? So we are also looking at innovation in supply chain, on customer service. For example, customer service was the first thing to be impacted when the whole COVID came up, because people had to support people sitting at home, and they didn't have their colleagues, they didn't have those processes. We had to set them up, and we had to innovate. To give an example, when it was at its peak, we had to actually do mobile vans where people would go to our customer support. People would go near apartments or near our customers' offices and repair the laptops and give them back, right? So while we don't continue that right now, there's immense innovation happening, and we can't solve this problem without innovation, right? Because these are new problems and new thoughts have to happen. So I think the industries are coping well, and technology is going to be the difference maker to help us come out of this.
Elizabeth, your take on the same. You want me to repeat the question?
If you could.
Okay. What are some of the challenges faced by your industry in 2021? What kind of innovation are you expecting to see? And then how are you going to get prepared for it in the coming years? So in short, what are you planning and what are you seeing post the new normal?
Like I said, my company runs more of sales processes. So the need for actually, getting them to office is our immediate, way forward. Because what happens is for all processes that involve back office, that can easily be done, and that's what we're doing from home. But from work from office, we've set up our VPN network where we have access to clients' data. So data security is a must. So we definitely have that in place. We have dedicated VPN setups for each client, and we believe that sales processes running from home is going to be tough because results don't really come. So we would have a balance of work from office and work from home. Fortunately for us, a lot of people stayed close by. So and we hired like that. So a lot of people could come home, could come to office and work walking when the public transport was open, or they have two-wheelers. But in terms of innovation for sales processes, we yet need to come across on how would we actually, do it well. But, clients tend to compare productivity at home, productivity versus office. And it's distinctly different for us. And, the same process being done at home and same, process being done in office, the results are actually dramatically different. So there's a need for us, like, for example, we have a complete DIY journey for our clients. It's all do it yourself. We're not in the business of just giving information or communicating to clients. We need to complete the transaction. So today, I believe post-COVID, we have a lot of opportunity in this business, provided we know how to give them the results. So you need to have the right technology, the right mindset, recruit different people, different type of people who have the facilities also to operate from home. Because operating from home, because you can hear children screaming at the background, clients don't, appreciate it at all. We give them a noise cancellation headset. That's what the maximum we can do. But the environment you can't really create because you need to convince the customer. And all calls are recorded. I mean, whatever calls that the agent makes, it's centrally recorded from my office. So, those are challenges when they need to produce those kind of results. They need help. If I'm doing a DIY journey for a client for a, home loan sanction on the phone, the call is 50 minutes. So, he can't ask for the team leader's help. So those are the challenges that we face. Whereas, and the way forward is going to be very, very clearly do it yourself, because I disburse loans on the phone. It's a 3-click journey where we have to do, and the call and the money gets into the client's account. So data confidentiality becomes a big challenge. So these are some of the challenges, that are there. So there are certain processes which we believe cannot work from home, and we will not work from home because clients don't give you the approvals. There are multiple, I have access to my client systems. So if I have access, that they will never give you, and I don't want it either. So, it is actually a difficult time.